10 days ago, I made the decision that most people wouldn't even consider. I deleted Instagram, Facebook, and every social media app on my phone. The only way I can access them now is from my laptop. And over the last 10 days, I didn't just disconnect from social media, I started disconnecting from the internet itself. But why would I do that? Why risk everything and cut myself off from the world? Well, this didn't start 10 days ago. It started when I noticed something was off. I was slowly becoming someone I used to be when I was 17. I was an addict. 12 hours a day on video games, nobody to women, skinny, and so on. So over the past 6 months, I felt myself slipping back into that version of me. I didn't understand why until I looked deeper. Because the truth is, we live in a world controlled by a secret group of people who call themselves the elites. Their mission is to have control over the entire world. So if you didn't know, having us addicted to social media is aligned with their mission. They are the ones who sit behind the algorithms, shaping what you see, what you crave, and how you spend your time. So if they control your time, they control your actions. And if they control your actions, they control your life. But my goal is different. I want to become better than I've ever been before. I want to reach my highest self. So for that, attention is everything. But here's the problem. Even after cutting everything off, I still felt pulled in. Yo, what's up, bro? It is day 10, I think. I am not sure. I want to say something that's actually very interesting, you know. So the moment I got onto this path and actually resetting my dopamine, being on sun and more, living a slow life, being more offline, I noticed that it's pretty hard. So just a few days I finished a book called Stolen Focus. This author is basically making a human guinea pig out of him, and he's going out to the world and trying to not be online. He goes to this place called Provincetown and he goes for 3 months without his phone, without any fucking connection to the internet, and he just basically goes to see what the offline life is like, because he noticed, like most of us, that we are more anxious, more fearful, we are more hesitant to do the things that we want to do. He did this because about a month before he went on a trip with his godson, or whatever you call these names in English, and they were in a museum. The museum was very modern. You could have like tablets that showed you how the things you're looking at looked way before in time, right? But it was about halfway through the trip in the museum, he noticed his godson is spending most of his time in the museum looking like this. You know, hunched over, looking down on his phone and at the tablet. Before they went, they both agreed to not be on their phones much and actually spend some time together in the museum. When he saw this, he was very disappointed. But the interesting thing was, he then looked around, all around him, and he saw everybody doing the same thing. Either doing this on their phones or looking on the fucking big tablets like this, right? So that's what he saw, and he was like, what the fuck? All of you guys are here, but you're not here because you're spending your time looking down with bad posture, taking pictures for Instagram so that I can put it on their stories, you know, so that some other people can see, oh, look, I was in a museum. And he wanted to tell to these people like, bro, you don't have to look through the tablet, you have it right in front of you. And I think he actually did, but they looked at him weird, like, oh, he's the weird one who's not looking at the tablet. So as I was reading this, I was like, wow, that's crazy, because this is exactly how we are living today. We can go on a vacation to Bali or to Hawaii, but most of our time there is not spent actually enjoying the environment, is spent doing this, or doing this, or doing this. Is that relatable, bro? Because for me it is. And I also thought, like, if we are not present, enjoying the life, we have in front of our eyes, then how in the world do you want to be successful, achieve all of your goals, living like that? How do you want to build a very sexy body if you're not able to pay attention to your body? Because that can make you eat out of impulse because you're not aware of what you are putting inside of your body. You do exercises like a robot, not really thinking about squeezing the right muscles. So you're not even doing what you want to do. And I also said like, okay, let's say I wanted to be successful, huh? So I need to read books. I need to invest some time into the business by myself. How am I gonna fucking do that if I can't be with myself and I always have to fucking stimulate my mind to not be bored? Because our problem is like, we don't even know how to get bored properly. Every time we have a slight itch of being bored, we pull out our phones from our fucking pockets and we start like, oh, look, Brandon, I watched this reel today. It was very funny. Bro, are you gay? I actually had to stop while reading this and I was like, oh my fucking god, yeah. I spent probably half of my life looking down on a screen. And if I don't change anything, I'm gonna spend the rest of my life doing that. I'm 24 years old. So imagine if I was for the rest of my life doing this. I would have nothing from my life. I would waste so much time doing bullshit. And when I go on social media, people are like, oh, the old times were so good. Or I see a Minecraft reel, right? And they say like, oh, good old times when we had no worries. Do you realize that those old times were exactly the times you are living right now, but you were not stimulated? So you of course were not worrying much. Of course your time felt longer because nowadays days feel short, right? This is the reason. We can go deeper into that if you want. But everything, the nostalgia, the fucking good feelings, the golden days, that was when we were not overstimulated and our dopamine receptors were not fucked up. So I have to fucking sit here and ask you a question, bro. Do you want to spend the rest of your life looking down on a screen, watching some brain rot, which is fucking up your brain? You know what the funny thing is? It is called brain rot. And we don't even think about it much, right? But it is literally called brain rot. Have you thought about this before? My brother is 9 years old and he's buying these like small figurines and he's playing with them and he calls them brain rot. And I was like looking at him and I'm like, what the fuck? How are people not fucking aware of this? Because it's rotting your brain, literally. But you still watch it because you can't do anything else. You don't know how to do that. So would I want to spend the rest of my life looking down on a phone, watching brain rot, stimulating myself and consuming all the terrible news about murders and shit? No. I want to live my life. I want to be successful, take care of my fucking body, of my mind, of my family financially. I want to wake up every morning looking at the fucking sunrise and I want to be grateful for the work I put in so that now I'm able to watch this without needing to hurry anywhere to a job that I don't even like and spend the rest of my day doing whatever I feel like. And I want my days to feel long. So I decided for myself to stop, to replace my phone consumption for books. So if you actually have to consume something, I would recommend consuming books because they don't change, they don't give you the crazy dopamine hits that your phone does. They actually give you a better dopamine hit when you finish a book, but that takes obviously longer. And I'm not sure if some people watching this would be capable of doing that. How many books have you read, bro? I've read about 70 books, maybe like 60, 70, I don't know. Yeah. So brother, if you actually want your days to feel good and long and alive again, I would honestly tell you to do what I'm doing right now. Ne, to nepríde pozdě. Create in your mind a reality that you would consider for yourself to be 10 out of 10. So there was something very interesting I said on day one, and that was to create your own reality. I'm not sure how fucking deep I went into that, but that's literally what I created. When I started this earlier this year, I asked myself, okay, if I was financially free, if I was a millionaire and I could have anything I wanted in my life, what would I do with my time? And I started thinking, okay, I would probably go for sauna, like 3 times a week at least. I would probably take my friends and my girl fucking eat steak at some nice place, right? And pay for them also, they don't have to fucking do that. I would probably spend a large time with myself so that I can have some time for me, reading, writing, thinking, doing stuff like this, being in nature for an hour a day. I would probably spend a lot of time in the gym because I like the environment, I like people who are there. I would probably wake up pretty early so that I can do some work that I actually enjoy for money that actually will give me freedom. And suddenly I almost had like a structure for my day. I started living as the person I would be if I was a millionaire when I'm broke, right? So I wanna make you do this. Actually look at your life and ask yourself, if I was a millionaire, what would I do? And we need you to change your identity. One of the best ways to do that is visualizations, but I'm not gonna talk about that here because that could be a 2-hour-long video. So visualizations to change your identity. You visualize that life you just created on your paper or in your mind, and you visualize yourself going through that for 20 to 30 minutes every day. And in about a month, you're gonna start see changes in your day and in your personality that will start to match the person you actually created. It's important to change your identity because if you want to do some action that is not aligned with who you are, it's gonna be very difficult to do that action. For example, you wanna start going to the gym, but you never was in the gym, and you don't have a type of personality that spends a lot of time there. So obviously it's gonna be difficult for you to actually go into the gym and stay in the gym and go there every day. So if you change your identity, if you change within, you are gonna change how easy this will be for you. In fact, you cannot do otherwise of your identity. It's literally impossible. Just picture some fat women who's selling, oh, I wanna lose 20 fucking kilos this week. Do you think she's gonna lose it? No, fuck not. She's probably been trying this for years now. But the fact that she's a fat woman and she sees herself that way, she's never gonna fucking succeed doing that, I really enjoy talking to you here. It's very pleasant. You can hear the birds. The sun is about to set, by the way. Look at this, bro. Yeah, hello. It's about to set below the mountain. Obviously, it's not gonna set for good. But yeah, this is the view I'm looking at right now, by the way. Yeah. Just to share this with you, bro. So this is the new way of life. We are not trying to improve you because self-improvement in its name is fucking wrong. Because you don't want to improve, you're an improved loser. You want to change. So that's what I am doing right now, to show you what's possible. Do the right things, even when nobody's looking. Wapa! Haven't done that in a while, bro. So this video will be an absolute banger. I can just feel it. I've been doing this shit for like 4 years now, every single morning. Why is it that right now I'm here